The arrival of the galaxy had always been quiet for centuries, peaceful in its own way. But that peace ended the moment the Human Starfleet appeared on the edge of the Epsilon Quadrant. Alien commanders stared at their viewscreens in disbelief. They had read the reports, they had prepared for threats, but nothing could prepare them for this. Massive ships, shining like silver giants, moved in perfect formation, their engines glowing like distant suns. On board the flagship Pioneer, Captain Jaren walked along the deck with calm steps. He did not rush, he did not panic, but his eyes scanned every readout and every signal. Around him, his officers moved with precision. Every action practiced, every order known. Lieutenant Ryler paused, looking at the sensors. "Captain, their fleets are watching us closely," she said. Jaren nodded slowly. "Good, let them watch. We are ready for whatever comes." In the nearby alien systems, panic and curiosity mixed. Admirals and generals whispered in hidden chambers, their voices tight with fear. "Humans," one muttered, "we thought they were weak, disorganized, unpredictable. And yet, look at them now, moving like a storm across the stars." No one dared fire first. No one dared make a mistake. The humans moved not with anger or aggression, but with confidence. A strange confidence that unsettled everyone. From the Pioneer, Jaren observed a glowing anomaly near Tau Ceti. The star was sending pulses of energy that seemed almost deliberate. "Like a signal, Ryler, analyze it," Jaren commanded. "We need to know if it is friend or foe." As the sensors processed the readings, a wave of energy flared outward. Ships in nearby sectors shook as shields absorbed the blast. Jaren stood firm, his hands behind his back. "Prepare defensive protocols, but do not fire first." In alien command halls, fleets scrambled, trying to intercept the humans. Faster ships, more numerous fleets, yet every attempt failed. The humans moved with unpredictability, with tactics that seemed impossible to anticipate. Even veteran commanders shook their heads in disbelief. "They think differently," one said. "They fight differently. They survive differently." In the Pioneer's bridge, alarms rang, but no panic arose. Officers adjusted positions. Shields pulsed. Weapons moved into ready stance. Every move deliberate. Every action calculated. Ryler spoke again, her voice low. "Captain, the energy pattern. It is intelligent, deliberate, designed for us." Jaren's eyes narrowed. Then at once a message. "And we will answer. Set course closer, maintain formation, and prepare to respond." Across the galaxy, signals buzzed in every council chamber. Messages were sent, warnings issued, fleets readied for unknown battles. But the humans did not hurry. They did not show fear. They moved with strategy, with courage, with calm determination. The first human ships reached orbit around Tau Ceti, their presence undeniable. Alien fleets paused, unsure whether to attack or retreat. For the first time in centuries, the galaxy realized that humans were not just another species. They were something different, something unexpected, something the universe had never faced before. And as the human flagships settled into position, the story of their arrival began, a story that every species would watch. Every system would remember. The Human Starfleet had arrived, and the galaxy was about to see the unforeseen unfold. The first contact that Alien Council had gathered in their crystal halls, voices echoing in worry and fear. They watched the human fleet moving steadily, precise and confident. No one had expected humans to arrive so quickly, so organized, so fearless. At the neutral station near the edge of the Epsilon Quadrant, humans sent a small delegation. Their ships glided calmly into orbit, shields active but non-threatening. The aliens stared, unsure what to do, hesitant to engage. From the human delegation, Ambassador Mara stepped onto the station, her steps quiet but firm, tall and calm. She carried no weapons, yet her presence demanded attention. "Greetings," she said simply, her voice steady. "We come as explorers, not conquerors." Some aliens laughed, thinking it was a trick. Others leaned closer, curious. Sensing truth in her words, Mara showed them maps of human colonies, histories of survival, and records of achievement. She spoke of humanity's past, their wars, their triumphs, their mistakes, yet she offered peace, understanding, and cooperation. The council murmured, unsure how to respond. Humans were powerful, yes, but they did not threaten openly. They acted differently, with intelligence, courage, and calm patience. Meanwhile, Captain Jaren hovered above the sensor readings. Analyzing nearby systems, a derelict alien ship appeared on the scanners. drifting silently for centuries. Its logs revealed a species wiped out in a war that had been long forgotten. "They underestimated us," Jaren whispered, "and that cost them everything." Back at the neutral station, Mara negotiated carefully. Her words were simple, clear, and precise. Each sentence carried weight, showing humans as both thinkers and warriors. Alien leaders struggled to believe it, their fear mixed with curiosity. Suddenly, alarms blared across the station. A rogue faction of aliens had launched a sudden attack. Their ships moved fast, weapons primed to destroy the human delegation. But the humans were ready, shields flaring, defensive maneuvers executed perfectly. Not a single human was lost. While the attackers were forced to retreat in disarray, the council gasped, realizing humans were not just strong. They were clever. They planned ahead. They adapted. They survived. Rilla watched the attack unfold on the Pioneer's bridge, her eyes wide. "They are learning quickly, Captain," she said. "Faster than anyone predicted." Jaren nodded. "Let them learn. That is how humans grow. That is how humans win." The alien council fell silent, whispers replaced by careful observation. The humans had changed the game, not with violence alone, but with strategy, with courage, and with intelligence. Mara concluded the negotiations for now, her calm demeanor leaving a mark on every species present. The humans did not boast, they did not threaten, yet their presence was undeniable. For the first time, the galaxy began to see humans not as a curiosity, but as a force, a challenge, and a potential ally. And as the rogue attackers retreated, the story of the humans continued to unfold. The first contact had been made, and the galaxy would never be the same again. The unexpected challenge piece did not last long. The humans had shown restraint and intelligence, but not all in the galaxy welcomed their arrival. A mysterious fleet appeared from beyond the outer rim, ships unlike anything the galaxy had seen. They moved silently, cloaked in dark energy, striking without warning. Captain Jaren stood on the Pioneer's bridge, watching the readings with narrowed eyes. "They are fast, their weapons unusual, their tactics unpredictable," he said calmly. Lieutenant Ryler tapped the sensors. "Captain, they are avoiding standard scans. Their technology is advanced. It feels almost alive." Jaren did not respond immediately, his mind racing through possibilities. "Prepare all defenses, raise shields, but do not fire unless fired upon," he commanded. The human fleet adjusted, moving in tight formation, ready for any attack. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, alien leaders panicked, unsure how to respond. This fleet had appeared without warning, ignoring borders and treaties. Every sensor showed the humans as the only force capable of resisting them. On board the Pioneer, alarms blared, but the crew moved with precision. Drones scanned the enemy fleet, weapons locked, shields pulsing. The mysterious ships unleashed a sudden strike, energy beams cutting through space. Yet human shields absorbed the hits without faltering. "Return fire. Focus on the lead ship. Do not scatter," Jaren ordered. The human fleet responded, coordinated, swift, each maneuver calculated. Even the most seasoned alien admirals watched in awe. The humans were not just fighting, they were predicting, anticipating, adapting. A strange pulse of energy hit the Pioneer, shaking the ship. Rilla gasped. "Captain, it's a trap. They are testing our defenses." Jaren nodded. "Let them test. We learn faster than they do." The human ships adjusted, using their enemy's speed against them. Within moments, the mysterious fleet was in disarray, forced to retreat into the darkness. The galaxy watched in disbelief, whispers spreading from system to system. "Humans, they are not just fighters, they are something else." Jaren turned to his officers. "This is only the beginning. They will return, and next time, it may be worse. We must be ready, not just with weapons, but with strategy, courage, and unity." Rilla studied the enemy readings, her brow furrowed. "Captain, they are learning to. Every move we make, they adapt, they evolve." Jaren's lips curved into a slight smile. "Good, then we evolve faster." The humans repaired, recharged, and prepared for the next encounter. Their calmness and precision unnerved even their allies. Across the galaxy, species began to reconsider their assumptions about humans. No one had expected them to handle an enemy so strange, so powerful, so dangerous. And yet, humans did not panic, did not falter. They fought not out of anger, but out of will, intelligence, and survival. As the mysterious fleet disappeared into the void, the Human Starfleet continued its advance. Every system it passed took note. Every species whispered of the humans' courage. The story of the humans was growing, spreading faster than any fleet, any message, any weapon, and the galaxy knew, deep in its core, that the unforeseen was only beginning. The alliance and betrayal after the mysterious attack. The galaxy began to realize humans were different. Not just brave, not just strong, but clever, adaptable, and fearless. Some species approached cautiously, hoping for an alliance. Ambassador Mara met with leaders from distant systems, her calm voice carrying authority and wisdom. "We can stand together," she said simply, "or we can watch each other fall. The choice is yours." Many species agreed, forming a loose alliance with the humans. Ships from different worlds joined the human fleet. Ready to face any threat, Captain Jaren welcomed them aboard. Careful to train and coordinate every new crew. "Unity is our strength," he told his officers. Not firepower alone, but not everyone wanted peace. A secret faction among the allies watched silently, harboring doubt and fear. They envied the humans, feared their courage, and whispered plans of betrayal. One night, while the human fleet rested in orbit around a neutral planet, sensors picked up an unusual transmission. Encrypted and fast. Rilla frowned. "Captain, it's coming from inside the Alliance. Someone is trying to sabotage us." Jaren's eyes narrowed. "Then we catch them before it's too late. Prepare a counterscan and track the source." Meanwhile, Ambassador Mara sensed the tension during negotiations. She moved carefully, reading expressions, listening for lies. The secret faction struck suddenly, sending a strike team to disable human command systems. Explosions rocked the Pioneer, alarms blaring across the fleet. Jaren stayed calm, issuing commands with precision. Divert power to shields, countermeasures active, isolate the intruders. The strike team expected chaos, confusion, fear. Instead, they met trained officers, coordinated defenses, and unbroken calm. Within moments, the intruders were captured, their plans exposed. The Council of Allied Species gasped, realizing humans had anticipated betrayal. Mara addressed the Council, her voice firm and clear. "Trust is not given lightly, but we act with honor." Even when others fail, the betrayal had failed. But the message was clear. Humans were not to be underestimated. They were cautious, intelligent, and one step ahead at all times. Captain Jaren looked out at the stars, thinking of the challenges ahead. "Enemies are everywhere," he said quietly. "But we do not falter, we do not fear. We grow stronger with every test, every attack, every challenge." Across the galaxy, whispers of human strength spread even faster than their fleets. Stories of bravery, intelligence, and unity reached distant worlds. Even those who opposed humans began to reconsider their stance. But Jaren knew the real test was still to come. A force greater than rogue factions, greater than mistrust, awaited them in the dark reaches of space. The humans, calm and prepared, waited for the moment to face it. For now, they had survived betrayal, strengthened alliances, and proven their resilience. And the galaxy watched, fascinated, as humans continued to shape the unforeseen future. The unforeseen war, the calm of space shattered. From the dark edges of the galaxy, a massive fleet emerged, larger and deadlier than anything the humans had faced. Ships bristled with weapons that glowed like molten fire, engines faster than thought, movements precise and deadly. Captain Jaren stood on the bridge of the Pioneer, his eyes steady, his mind focused. "This is it," he said quietly. "The challenge we've prepared for, the test of everything we are." Lieutenant Ryler tapped the controls. Sensors detect hundreds of ships, shields strong, weapons unlike any we've seen. "This fleet moves as one, coordinated perfectly." Jaren nodded. "Then we fight as one, and we show them why humans survive." Across the Allied fleet, ships adjusted, shields pulsed, weapons primed, crews ready for the first strike. Alien commanders watched, awe and fear in their eyes. They had allied with humans, but never had they witnessed such courage, such calm under pressure. The enemy fleet struck suddenly, energy beams slicing through space, missiles moving faster than the eye could follow. Yet the human fleet responded with unmatched coordination, shields absorbing the hits, counterattacks striking with deadly precision. Jaren moved among his officers, issuing commands calmly. "Target their engines. Focus fire on their lead ships. Do not scatter." Every human crew worked in perfect harmony, predicting the enemy's moves, adapting instantly, surviving what should have been impossible. The battle raged for hours, stars lighting up with the glow of energy weapons, explosions echoing across the void. In the heart of the conflict, Mara coordinated negotiations with undecided systems, ensuring no further betrayals. Even allies watched in disbelief, seeing humans endure, adapt, and conquer. Suddenly, a massive energy pulse struck the Pioneer, shaking the flagship violently. Ryler shouted, "Captain, it's a super..." One shot could destroy half the fleet. Jaren remained calm. "Divert all power to shields. Return fire. Keep the fleet in formation. We do not panic. We survive." Humans did not just fight with weapons. They fought with intelligence, predicting the enemy's strategies before they could strike. Alien fleets marveled at their courage, their unity, their relentless will to survive. Hours turned into tense minutes, minutes into seconds of critical maneuvers. The enemy fleet began to falter, their precision disrupted by human tactics. One by one, their ships fell, retreating into the darkness of the galaxy. The Allied fleet cheered, yet the humans remained calm, their focus never broken. Jaren looked out at the battlefield, his face serene. This is victory, not because of power, but because of unity, intelligence, and courage. Mara stepped forward, addressing the Allied Council. The galaxy has learned what we have always known. Humans endure, humans adapt, humans survive when all others falter. Stories of the battle spread across every system, tales of bravery and intelligence inspiring countless species. The humans had not only survived, they had reshaped the galaxy's understanding of strength, and as the fleet moved onward, still ready for new challenges, the galaxy realized, finally, that the unforeseen had arrived in the form of humanity, a force that could not be predicted, controlled, or ignored. And that force would shape the future of the stars for generations to come.